Hello and welcome back to my channel. Are our beloved R Truth, also known as Ron Killings, going to become the next World Heavyweight Champion? Viewers, just a few days ago we saw that R Truth got a match against John Ceena, in which R Truth gave an outstanding performance. Soon after, a shockwave hit the entire internet when it was announced that WWE had released R Truth. As soon as this news broke, support for R Truth started pouring in all over social media. Not only from fans, but even WWE staff and fellow wrestlers began raising their voices in his favor. Then, in the main event of Money in the Bank, R Truth returned out of nowhere. He came in and launched such an attack on John Cena that Cena ended up losing his match. But this wasn't the same old funny R Truth. This was a much more serious version of R Truth. Later on Monday Night Raw, R Truth returned and addressed the fans, saying, "R Truth was a bit too soft, a bit too funny, and a bit too kind. But I'm not R Truth anymore. My name is Ron Killings." And then he cut his own hair with scissors. That's when the character of R Truth, now Ron Killings, completely transformed. Now, after all this has happened, how could it not lead to Ron Killings becoming the World Heavyweight Champion? Voices are already being raised in this regard. Recently, WWE Hall of Famer and current wrestling promoter King Booker T also spoke in support of Ron Killings. He said that WWE should now make Ron Killings the World Heavyweight Champion. Booker T said, "You know what I see? I see Ron Killings winning the World Heavyweight Championship. How crazy would that be? You know what? It would shake up the whole world. It'll be the biggest thing since, perhaps putting the title on Mick Foley in WCW that night, when everybody changed the channels to watch Mick Foley win. It could be unbelievable." Not only that, but fans are also continuously demanding that Ron Killings be made champion. Also, since Ron Killings returned on his own terms, it's very possible he put forth a condition to be included in the World Heavyweight Championship storyline. You might remember that when R Truth was released, he was still going by R Truth. But when he returned, he came back with his real name Ron Killings. His return was so impactful that it got over 50 million views on the internet. Just recently, the video of Ron Killings appearing on Monday Night Raw received more views than the one of John Cena and CM Punk's face-off. This clearly shows that Ron Killings is getting full support from fans, and that's exactly what WWE wants. The entire atmosphere is now building for Ron Killings to enter the title picture. It's possible Ron Killings may not win the World Championship, but one thing is 100% confirmed. Ron Killings is now going to be seen on the big stage. Because R Truth was just a funny character, but Ron Killings has returned to make a statement. Viewers, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments.